Yeah. You know what time it is, Benny? Welcome back to the Mediator Torching channel. My name is Lenny. I'm your host, Lenny Benson's for the MTI channel. This is episode 6, and I'm super excited. And yeah, as you can see, it looks a little bit different now. We're in a new space. It's a little bit more confined, but we have now an open space to work with, no table, and it's just a little bit fancy. And today we just have our newest face on the show. Her name is Queenette Martins. She is a bona fide worker with FirstOntario, and I will just read you a quick intro. Queenette is a figurehead working with FirstOntario Credit Union, a member focused on financial cooperative based in Ontario, Canada. It provides a wide range of banking services, including savings and checking accounts, mortgages, loans, and what have you. Other than working with trying to provide feasible services and outreach for businesses of all scales, she is involved in community events such as entrepreneurial meetups and just being there to give a hand to those who need to find resources here and there. How are you doing, Queenette?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Is this your first podcast?
Oh my God, yes. This is my first podcast.
I like that. I like to, see the reaction on people's faces when, they just join in the conversation and they're like, this is my first podcast.
Yeah. But the good thing is that I've been following you, so you're amazing.
Yeah. And I know we're going to make some good content today for the MTI family, and they're going to be so happy.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Who's Queenette?
Oh, Queenette is...
Sorry to interject. I know I gave them an intro of who you are, but we don't want to put you in a box, right?
Okay.
Queenette is more than just a woman in business.
Yeah, Queenette is more than just a woman in business. Queenette is a person that is very passionate about giving back to the community. She's hands-on, involved in helping people, creating and finding resources to help people thrive. Apart from getting involved in the community, Queenette also give back to people back in Africa. She used to run why am I talking about me? Like talking about myself in a third party?
Yeah.
That's very funny. Anyways, I used to run a not-for-profit organization back home in Africa where we empower young girls and women, kind of focus on leadership, financial literacy, and helping women in the society. So in a nutshell, Queenette is someone that is driven, passionate, and likes to create values, building long-lasting relationship with people.
That's I couldn't have said it any better than that. But the origin story, all of my interviews, I always ask them about the origin story.
Okay.
Some people like to figure out life. Some people already know what they're aiming for.
Okay.
For example, when I did 2 years of journalism, and we had this crash course with this program coordinator for the photography still in motion at Mohawk College. And he said that he was glad that when fresh coming out of high school, he knew that he was going to do photography and film work. And he spoke on people, he's witnessed that usually find, they kind of pivot trying to learn themselves and know who they are, or is this the field that they want to go into? Is that what they want to explore? Was that the same for you? Did you know that Queenette is going into business, or did she want to be a scientist?
Oh, that's a very interesting question, because growing up, I never ever envisioned myself in the financial industry. Never ever. Yeah. I never envisioned myself in the financial industry. I never envisioned myself in banking. I was always drawn to people and creating impact. So I actually went to a fashion school.
Oh.
Yeah. I studied economics as my undergrad. Then I went to a fashion school.
I mean, you're well put together, so that speaks for itself.
Thank you. I always thought I was going to go to modeling and creating things with my hands, but coming from a very strict, traditional African family, that it's either you're a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, or a banker, then you're not
Anything else? No way.
anything else, you're nothing.
Out of the window.
I swear, yeah. So after school, I got a job in a financial institution. Shout out to my first manager that took a chance on me.
Yep.
Like coming out from school and a rookie without knowing what to do. I was clueless, but she took a chance on me and she gave me that confidence. Her name is I always give credit to her because her name is Shadi's Ghana. She's someone I really admired because for someone to take a chance on you without knowing what you wanted to do. So I didn't know what I wanted to do, but going into the financial industry, I realized that banking and finance is more than just numbers.
Okay.
It's all about people.
Yeah.
Because
it's not about the millions and the billions and
it's not just
what can I sell you?
No, it's not just about. People think that finance is just about numbers. No, it's not just about numbers. It's all about the people and building that lasting relationship with people.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you connect with them? I kind of see that how do you sell to someone without knowing them and knowing their pain points?
Yeah.
So, and that's what banking is all about for me.
Okay. I know you're an immigrant to Canada.
Okay, yes. I moved to Canada as an international student. I came here to study. And after studying, I studied at Moore College, Global Business Management. And after studies, I decided to settle down here and kind of learn the rules, get myself involved in the Canadian ecosystem.
All right.
Yeah.
So there is just this one post that you shared on your LinkedIn,
yes,
which I would like to touch on, which says, people don't buy your product first. They buy you. Your credibility, your consistency, your story. Stop hiding your story. Can you speak more on that? I think if I sell you a laptop, you're buying my laptop first.
No.
Before me.
Before you sell me the laptop, you're going to try to convince me to buy that laptop.
Right.
So that's your story there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the story you're telling me to. Why do I need to buy this laptop? What's the story behind the laptop? So when people buy products, they buy you first. What I mean by that is they buy your credibility, they buy your consistency, they buy your honesty, they buy you, Lenny, as a person.
Yes.
Before they buy whatever you're selling. So I believe in sharing your story, owning up to your mistake. Share your story, share your mistake. One of the things I do, especially with the team and the people I work with, not just at work or mentor, is I like to share my mistakes. I'm proud of sharing my mistakes to people, not just the successes and the win, the things I stumble upon, the things I failed on, and to elevate and help people to be able to build from that.
Just so they don't think the sky is always blue. You're gonna have rainy days.
Yes.
You're gonna fall into the mud. You're gonna get up and dust yourself.
Yes. The sky is not always blue. I see failure as a data collection.
Right.
Not a definition of who you are. You collect the data, you learn from it, and you move on.
Mm-hmm. So from your experience, what are some key points that you think businesses, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs usually overlook when they go to launch their brand or business? And I talk about solopreneur versus entrepreneur because there's also key differences in that where people usually get mixed up. Because, for instance, for myself, I would consider myself a solopreneur, not an entrepreneur, because I'm small scale.
Okay.
Right.
So one major thing I think businesses tend to overlook is forecasting, financial forecasting. I know the word financial forecasting is very intimidating. You're like, what's that?
Yeah.
It just simply means your cash flow your cash flow projection.
Okay.
So how do you foresee what's going to happen in the future? So the simple month to month, looking at your data, looking at your finances, your cash flow projection can make you make decisions that can either make or mar you in your journey. So that piece, and also building. I kind of really emphasize the importance of building relationship. That is very valuable. People talk about testimonials. How does testimonial happen? Happens from relationship. The customers you've provided service from, they go out and they tell your story.
Yeah.
So that pace, you have to build valuable relationship with people. And when it comes to the piece of the banking, financial institution or your banking relationship, you have to vet your bank. Most entrepreneurs or solopreneurs forget that piece. To just go into, oh, I have a business idea. I want to open up my account. You just go into any banking institution and open up that account without vetting that bank and ask questions that, does this bank align with my value?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to help me in the long run? And they don't even build a relationship with their bank. They just go there when they need the loan. You have to go there prior to when you need the loan. The bank offers more than just keeping your money. They offer financial advices.
Yeah.
They offer investment advices. So build that relationship. Capitalize on that.
Don't just focus on getting the product out.
Yes, don't just focus on getting the product out. Another last piece I would say is mentorship program.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe in learning from other people's mistakes. That's why I tend to share my own mistakes. So mentorship program, like if you have other entrepreneurs or communities that have done the things that you're trying to do, learning from them is very important. The importance of having people that have gone through that journey and they can hold your hand and walk you through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can businesses or entrepreneurs, because community is very important, and you just talked on mentorship.
Yeah.
So that's just one focal point. That's one focus. But how can businesses or people who are just starting their journey tap into the community to get the help that they need?
So show up.
Okay.
I believe in showing up. If people could know me in the Hamilton communities, because I tend to show up. I go so many times. I'm like, oh, Queenette, I've seen you everywhere.
Yeah.
I tend to show up. So one, show up and be consistent. Show up in either your local farmers market, show up on your online platform,
Mm-hmm.
show up on entrepreneurship meetup series like the one we have.
Where can people find this entrepreneurship meetup series?
So the entrepreneurship meetup series, we tend to do that in 3 phases. The first phase, which is I think the winter, summer, and falls.
Mm-hmm.
So we tend to do it 3 phases, and this gathering are everywhere. So show up in those little gatherings to be able to connect with like-minded people that are expertise, people that are small business owners like you, people that are going to share their journey with you. I believe in, if you want to go far, you go alone. Yeah. But if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. So when you go together, when you collaborate with people share their journey with you, people share their ideas with you, have other entrepreneurs sharing their failures, what they've done that they've improved. You can learn from that and implement that into your own business as well.
Okay. So, guys, thank you so much. A lot of insights from the Queenette Martins, who is a business lady with FirstOntario, and I will add her contacts and everything, her social media, under the link in the description, so you can follow her because she's also building her brand. And we talked with her and she said, yes, she's a woman in business and she believes that more women should, be in that space to be able to impact other people's lives and to tell them that it's possible. But she doesn't want to be just that. She is Queenette. She is, talented. She's creative. She can do more. She's in the community. She's doing a lot more with NGOs in Nigeria. So she's all over the place. And we're happy that you have all that going on for you, and we appreciate you. And we thank you so much for the educational pieces that you have dropped today on this podcast. And I'm sure we will be featuring her in the future. And thank you so much for tuning into this episode 6. Like, share, and comment. Let us know what you think about and start that business that you're thinking of starting today. And we are out.